Good afternoon, everybody. This is Randy Kersey with NobleBears.tv, and we're getting ready for the first game of the regionals where the Bears are hosting the regional this year, and they're taking on the Guymon Tigers here in a matter of just a few minutes. So it's a beautiful day for baseball, not a cloud in the sky. The staff has worked very hard getting the field ready. I was up here about this time yesterday, and I could have swore we weren't going to play until Saturday. But worked into the night last night, and then starting early this morning, and here we are. And it's going to be a great day for baseball. Infield's firmed up out there in the dirt, and we're ready to go. The umpires are standing along the third base line, waiting for the home plate meeting between the coaches. It'll be coming shortly, and so the Bears come in with a 24-10 record this year. Won the region, or didn't win the region, but won the right to host a regional with that victory against Duncan about a week ago. And so Bears will be hosting this game between Guymon and Noble will be underway here shortly. After that, Lawton Eisenhower will take on Bishop McGuinness out of Oklahoma City. And then following that, the Bears will take on the winner of that Lawton Ike McGuinness game sometime around 5 o'clock this afternoon. So we're gonna bring you this game. We'll probably go off the air, and we'll be back on shortly before the start of the second game today. If the Bears happen to lose this game, then they would play later this evening. But either way, we're going to bring you both games today here from Noble High School. And again, nice day. Going to get hot out there. Going to approach 90 degrees today. Got a mild wind blowing out toward left center, 10 to 15 miles an hour looks like. And we're going to be getting underway here in a minute. I'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups today in this first game against the Guymon Tigers. Guymon comes in. Let's see here. Well, I'll go ahead and give you the Bears starting lineup. The Bears are going to, and we don't know which team is home. I think they are going to flip each game, so we don't know the home team yet. But Bears will attack it this way here in Game 1 of the regional. Bryson Carey, number 6, will lead off and play center field. Hitting second will be Weston Randolph. He's going to be the designated hitter here in the first game. Number 18, Colin Fisher, will play first base and hit third. Devin Knight will be cleanup batter, and he's number 3. He'll be in right field. Hitting fifth will be Kason Anglin at short. Trevor Hand, number 16, behind the plate, will hit sixth. Colin Thomas at third base, the senior, number 33, will hit seventh. Carter Gollish in left, number 7. And Jake Williams will be playing second base today, number 4. And on the mound here in the first game is going to be the freshman Jackson Steely. So Jackson Steely gets the start. This will be his, I believe, third start of the year. He has a record of 1-0. Actually, this will be his 4th start, his 6th appearance on the mound, his 4th start. He's 1-0. He has a save this year. He's worked 10 2/3 innings, given 4.22 earned run average. And so he's going to get the start. His last time out, he pitched against Sapulpa about a week ago up in Piedmont in that tournament and got the win. And his first win of his high school career came a week ago. So Jackson Steely on the mound, the freshman, and a right-hander. So he will be on the mound today. Coaches are meeting at the home plate and going to flip a coin, I think, see who the home team is. Guymon comes in, and of course, these games obviously were all supposed to be yesterday. So Guymon got an extra stay in central Oklahoma. And so as soon as we find out what who the home team is, we'll set that up and get that going. So We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back here at NobleBears.tv for Game 1 of the 2023 5A Regional. Bears taking on the Guymon Tigers. We'll be back here at NobleBears.tv after this.
Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back to NobleBears.tv. This is Randy Kersey, and getting ready for the start of the game. It looks like the Bears won the coin toss, and they will be in the field, be the home team today. And I'm joined by Frank Solomon. Thanks for coming up, Frank. Saw you out there on a tractor or a mower a while ago.
Yeah.
Were you here till 9 o'clock last night too?
I was. I didn't do the hard work. The coaches got to be commended for at this time yesterday, this field was standing.
Yeah.
Standing in water.
Right. I went home and told Susan there's no way we're playing even Friday.
Mm-hmm. But, we sent a truck and trailer to the city to pick up a load of turfus, a load of quick dry, and coaches and the staff, the kids, parents, everybody worked, get the water off, got the tarp back on, and then started again this morning early.
This morning, yeah. Yep.
They're all worn out.
Yep. Well, so Bears are being announced and taking the field. We'll have the national anthem here in a few minutes. The lineups for I'd given the Bears lineup, Frank,
okay,
before we went to break. I was going to come back and give the Guymon lineup. The batting order is going to be Isaac Sandoval, number 21, leading off. Hitting second will be Ms. Pacheco. Hitting third will be Gage Martinez, number 11. Angelo Carrasco will be the cleanup hitter, number 27. Isaac Sandoval will hit fifth, number 4. Christian Medrano will hit sixth, followed by Matt Connor, Angel Fernandez, and Johnny Colston. We're going to break here for our national anthem. Okay, as I mentioned, the Bears starting on the mound with the freshman Jackson Steele, 1-0, his fourth start of the year, and he's about to start his warm-up tosses. Guymon comes in, and interesting, this regional this year, it's the same 4 teams that were here last year. We had Guymon, Lawton Ike, and Bishop McGuinness. So region lined up the same way this year as last year. Last year, the Bears played Guymon in the first round and won that game 12-2. And then, of course, went on and won the regional, beating McGuinness the next two games with a 5-0 win behind Colin Fisher, and then 11-8 in the final game. So I was just mentioning Frank. Frank stepped out for a minute. He's back. Just got the same four teams for the regional this year.
It's an exact replica, and I'll take the exact same results.
That's right. That's right. And Bears starting with the freshmen, of course,
Yep.
and you know, I think a good move. Guymon is 2-20 this year. It's been a tough year for the Tigers, and if the Bears can get through this game and save their 3 big starters, that certainly puts us in the event there is an if game. It gives us a huge advantage having somebody like Jake Williams or Cason Anglin in that if game. They're not going to match us on the mound.
Well, that's the key. You know, when you get into the regional tournament format with double elimination, you know, the key is to win first one. And win the first game without using 1 or 2, your top 2. And if you can go even deeper, you know, and not maybe use your 3.
Right.
You know, in high school, that's very unusual for a high school team to have 3 or 4 kids that you can truly depend on like we do.
Right.
And that's not to say anything about Jackson and the job he can do either. So he's just not quite to that level yet.
His last start, of course, up at Piedmont was very impressive. He got the win against was it Sepulpa, I believe, I believe it was Sepulpa. And he falls behind 2-0 to the leadoff man, number 29. I think I said he was number 21, but these coaches don't write very good, Frank.
Need to borrow a pen, don't we?
Yeah. So number 21 is the and there's ball 3-0 to the leadoff man.
A little nervous. He's a little nervous. You can tell.
Sure.
Freshman, big game 1 of regionals at your home stadium. It's understandable. Just needs to settle down.
Yep. In any event, this is Isaac Sandoval, and he takes ball 4. He walks on 4 pitches. So Isaac Sandoval draws a leadoff walk for Guymon, and it brings up their 2-hole Ms. Pacheco, number 20. The other thing I don't have yet, because the Guymon lineup card didn't have positions on it, so
Well, we'll have to catch them when they.
We'll fill them in as
yeah.
they hit a ball to them,
Well,
or hopefully as they're chasing one to the fence.
exactly.
Right.
Or they turn around, we can see their back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you said it very clearly. Guymon's 2-20.
Yeah.
Just take care of business. Do your
Right.
job.
There's a bunt by, and boy, you almost threw that away. Get nice hang, nice catch down there by Colin Fisher. He kind of lobbed it, kind of was behind him and didn't want to hit him, obviously. But so sack bunt there by Pacheco, moves the runner to second.
It's nice to have a 6'3" first baseman on a
Right.
throw like that.
Yep. Who's a senior, and you got your freshman this in his first rodeo.
Exactly.
So that moves Sandoval to second, and that brings up Gage Martinez. That ball's low and away. Breaking pitch outside for ball one. Not much wind today. It's
Beautiful
gusting
day.
out a little bit to left center. Outfield in shallow. Steely comes set. There's a swing and a miss. Good fastball on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the first, just underway in the 5A regional. After this game, it'll be McGinnis and Lotnike. It's a 1-1 pitch, and that's up and in. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Martinez.
Wasn't too bad a pitch, though.
No. Martinez reacted a lot more like that was a lot more of a ball than it really was.
Yes, no doubt. Got to be actors in the business.
Pick
Picked
off.
him off.
They've got him.
They got him.
Nice save there by Anglin. He had to dive for the catch, but oh my goodness.
Butchered that run.
Yeah,
down,
they sure did. He ran him too far, and
Yeah.
of course, you always try to get there's a couple of old amateur coaches, or
Yep.
well, you weren't an amateur, but I was. you don't want to run them to the base
You got to run them back.
Yep. So need to get that ball in the hands of Colin Thomas there at third quicker, because the runner Sandoval ran past him before the ball even got to Colin. So
Yeah,
he gets to third on what was a great pickoff.
it was. Steely did a great job. Had him.
Yep. And Anglin made a nice, he had to kind of
He did.
dive low and in. Steely threw it where if he slides, he's sliding into it
Yep.
to the tag, and Anglin made a nice play to catch it, but then just got up and ran him too far.
Yeah, they didn't handle it right. That's
No.
the bottom line. And they know how to do it, and they didn't do it correctly, and they'll do
Yep.
it better next time.
Yep.
Because I promise you, they're hearing about it right now.
Oh, yeah. So Coach Hughes came out and talked to the umpires, trying to maybe get he went out of the baseline, but no dice. So that moves Sandoval to third. Martinez still at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the first. And there's a foul ball. Good fastball on the outside corner. Unable to catch up. Evens the count at 2-2. And interestingly, the Bears are calling the infield in here, Frank.
Yeah, we don't know anything about Guymon.
Yep.
We don't see them at all during the course of the year, so I'm not sure.
Ball low and away. Runs the count to full.
But, it's like you mentioned earlier, we're the 2 amateurs at this point in time sitting
Yeah.
up here. That's why we're up here. So they probably know more about these kids than we do and playing the percentages as any
Yep.
good baseball coach would.
Well, it's almost like maybe they're looking at it like, hey, let's see what we can do if
That's
they
right.
hit it right at just like that right there, and
Got
that's
him.
what happens.
That's right.
So
So they're smart, aren't
yeah, yeah, yeah. Got the chopper, about a 2-hopper there to
Back-
Colin
yeah.
Thomas, and the runner unwisely broke, and Thomas just makes a nice little toss to Trevor Hand, who puts the tag on him. for the second out. So a fielder's choice.
No, Randy, that contributes to them being 2-20 decisions
Yeah,
like
right,
that.
right. And that's going to bring up Carrasco, Angelo Carrasco, cleanup batter. Good curveball.
Number 27.
Strike one.
Don't know where he's going to play yet.
Nope. Yeah, number 27. So good curveball there on strike one. Home plate umpire, long delay. So we may have not to assume balls and strikes with this guy. Sometimes you get that, right?
Easier said than done, too,
yeah,
isn't
right.
it?
Well, that's in there. I guess it wasn't.
Oh, yes, it was.
0-1 pitch, another curveball. Chopper gets past Thomas. Nice pickup by Anglin. Probably should have put that in his pocket. He throws over it, really didn't have a chance, and then that allows the runner to go to third. Martinez heads up there base running.
Well, and that's another save, defensive save by Colin Fisher. Throw was up the line and in the dirt.
Yep.
And Colin went up and not only knocked it down, but caught it and
Right.
kept the runners from advancing.
Yeah, if that gets past Colin, then
Yeah,
it's
they're
1-0.
on the board.
Yep. So 2 out, that brings up Isaiah Sandoval. I'm assuming a brother or a cousin of the leadoff Sandoval. There's a good pitch on the inside corner, called strike one. First and third, 2 out here, top of the first.
You know, it's been an ugly half inning, and we get this batter, and it's over with no
yeah,
damage.
Yeah, it's just
So
a 0.
Let's just get this out and move on.
Yeah. Ball misses just away, 1-1 to Sandoval. Throw over to first, and Carrasco back in plenty of time.
Jackson's got good moves.
Mhm.
Good move to second earlier that we
Yep.
saw and picked one off, and another good move there to first. Pretty impressive for the little freshman.
1-1 pitch, swing and a
Good pitch.
miss. Kind of got in on his hands there a little bit. Sandoval swings through that.
1-2 count right here. Go be a pitcher and get us out of this inning, get us to the plate.
Yep. Ball misses in. Evens the count 2-2. Two-two pitch, and that one misses up and in, and runs the count to full.
Yeah, Jackson just hadn't got comfortable yet.
No.
You know, he's still trying to find it. He will. Again, nerves. First game. It's
Yep.
hot. 90 degrees.
Right.
We haven't seen that all year, so
Right.
there's all kinds of factors
And
that
there's-
could be a part of it.
Yep. And
And he threw it
and
away.
he tries to pick off, and Fisher was not covering on the full count.
Yeah, he was behind him.
He was behind him, and there was nobody there. He throws over and hits him in the back, hits Carrasco in the back.
Allows
He's
the run to
walking it
score.
off, and a run scores. So another kind of a freshman mistake there.
Yep.
So it's 1-0 Guymon. So that'll go down as an error
Yeah.
on the
Gotta be an
pitcher.
error on the
Yeah.
pitcher. Mhm. And
So-
he should know that. So
Yeah. Well, on a 3-2 count, you're not holding that runner.
Yeah, we're
anymore.
gonna play
He's-
defense.
he's running on the pitch.
and there you
anyway,
go. There's your pitch.
And he gets the strikeout. But Guymon scores 1 run on 1 hit. They left 1 man on base, and so we're going to go to the bottom of the first. Bears trailing 1-0 here in the first inning of the opening game of the 2023 5A Regional. I'm Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon. We'll be back at noblebears.tv after this.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. We offer advanced systems that provide a secure connection to dedicated professionals who can dispatch first responders at a moment's notice. Your system will feature an easy-to-use touchscreen that intuitively makes operating your system as simple as one touch.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving upskills to doers just like you for over 100 years. But this ain't your great Grammys of Pop Tech School. Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Welcome back to Noble High School for the 5A Regional, where the Bears are taking on the Guymon Tigers here in the first round. Guymon scored one in the top of the first, scored an unearned run, and the Bears coming to bat here in the bottom of the first, and it'll be Bryson Carey leading off.
And our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend.
Well, I tell you, Frank, despite he really had a slow start this year, but Bryson finished at 381 in the regular season.
We care.
37 hits, second on the team.
Not just as lawyers,
scored 42 runs.
You know, he's really blossomed as an athlete
horse,
throughout the course of the year. So I'm proud to see that for the young sophomore.
So here's the first pitch from the pitcher on the outside, just off the corner, ball one to Bryson Carey. Ms. Pacheco on the mound, and so 1 ball, no strikes. That ball just misses.
Nope, it did not.
Oh, no, he called that
There's
one.
your delay again.
Yeah, so I gotta wait a little, don't I? 1-1 to Carey. There's a curveball down and in. It misses. I'll go ahead and call that a ball. 2-1.
I'm with you. It bounces. Just good chance.
Right. So Pacheco on the hill for Guymon. And we have some of their, I mentioned the lineup card we got. The coach didn't put any positions on it, so we're trying to come up with them as we go. That ball misses down and in, and it's 3-1 to leadoff man Bryson Carey. Bryson, as I said, 381 this year, 5 doubles, 25 RBIs, leads the team with 21 stolen bases. So good year for the sophomore center fielder. And there's a swinging foul ball handled by first base coach Shane Fisher. And that runs it to full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and there's a shot, one hopper past the second baseman there. Sandoval at second, and so a leadoff single for Bryson Carey. And that'll bring up the freshman, number 21, Weston Randolph. Weston hitting .290. 15 RBIs, 20 hits, and 69 at-bats this year. And Weston's been a pleasant surprise as a freshman this year.
Absolutely. Another newcomer that's had a great year and a great solid contributor and done what he's asked, been moved around, and that's a quality baseball player.
Squares to bunt and pulls off, but it is a called strike. But Carey steals second on the pitch. So strike one. Carey moves to second. He's in scoring position. Here in the bottom of the first, Guymon with an early 1-0 lead. Breaking ball, chopper toward short. Carey's going to go to third. Long throw and nice play. Shortstop got rid of it in a hurry and hopped it over there, but Connor, I believe, is at first base, made a nice pickup there for the out.
Yeah, a little concern there with Carey running with the ball hit right in front of him. It's typically not the
Right.
choice that you want to make when the ball's in front of you, but he got
Yeah.
away with it
Yep.
and moved into scoring position.
If the ball had been hit harder, he'd have been in trouble.
Yes. And,
So it brings up Fisher, and now Guymon pulls the infield in for Colin Fisher. Ball's in the dirt. Nice block back there by Martinez.
we may not know much about Colin Fisher.
Well, that's a good way to get some dental work. Look where that second base, he's 2 steps in on the. Colin is hitting .412 this year, 45 RBIs, 10 home runs. And that might be number 11.
That might be gone.
That is way back and way gone. 2-run homer by Colin Fisher, and the Bears take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the first.
I think I made the statement that I may not know much about him. That might be the last pitch he gets
Yeah,
today. But he took advantage of it.
he did. So that's home run number 11 for Colin Fisher, and RBI 46 and 47 on the year. Colin, gosh, Frank, at 12 doubles, 4 triples, 11 homers now. So
there's just not enough accolades for the year and that he's had, and the kind of kid he is.
yeah,
So
a .928 slugging percentage
unheard
this
of.
year. Yeah. So 2-1 Bears. That brings up Devin Knight, who's had a really good year as well. Devin hitting .341, 4 homers, 29 RBIs, and he's hit by a pitch for the. Oh my goodness, that is the 17th time this year. That one didn't hurt too bad. I think I could have taken that one. That was kind of a lollipop there.
I'm actually surprised the umpire sent him to first base because he
didn't-
made no effort
he
to
didn't try to
get
get
away
out of the
from that
way. Yep.
lazy curveball.
Yep. So Knight hustles down.
But he's on.
Yep.
Let's take it.
17th hit by pitch of the year. So that brings up Anglin. Anglin hitting .260, 20 RBIs, batting left-handed. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. There goes Knight.
You had time.
We had timeout called, so
somewhere.
no pitch. So Kaysen must have called time, and the home plate umpire gave it to him.
Are they not going to make Devin go back?
He must have called a balk, Frank.
Oh, that's not the typical balk signal.
No.
So you may be right.
Yep. So balk, he moves to second, and no pitch. And
Not a
there's
play.
Yep, foul out of play. No balls, 1 strike to Anglin.
Typically, when you see a balk, you have the umpire come up with both hands,
Right.
walking
out from-
overhead, coming out from behind the plate,
Yeah, walking out from behind
yeah.
the catcher.
and pointing.
Yeah.
Where he just raised his right hand as if Kaysen had called time. I
Right.
thought you're
There goes Knight to third, throw down. He beats the throw and hangs onto that bag. So stolen base there for Knight. And that was ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Anglin.
another runner scoring position.
Yeah. And here come the Tiger infielders in on the dirt again, trying to cut the run at the plate. And there's a ground ball through that drawn-in infield, Frank.
Yep.
That's the risk when you bring them in like that.
Yeah. I mean, that was probably a 6-3 put out if the guys are playing back.
Yep.
But maybe they're trying to stop a big inning from
Yeah.
happening, knowing, when you're 2-20, you got to take some chances.
Yeah, and you
can't
don't
fault them.
Yeah, don't want to get behind any
Yeah,
more
more
than
than they have. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that brings up Trevor Hand, the junior catcher. Hand hitting .360 with 23 RBIs this year. Anglin on first. Bears up 3-1 now here in the bottom of the first. Throw over, gets away from Connor, the first baseman, and England heads to second. That throw was high and wide, and Connor couldn't come up with it. So England in scoring position now for hand. Boy, he turned on that.
It, didn't he?
Mercy. He blisters that thing foul. I don't even know if it stayed in.
No.
It was way foul, but
It was going over the new hitting facility.
yeah. Yeah, just a little early.
Yeah.
That was one of those curve balls that just kind of spun and setting it on a tee for you.
His eyes got big, didn't they?
Uh-huh. There's a breaking
Got
pitch
away.
in the dirt, and England will move to third on the wild pitch. And 2 balls, or 1 ball, 1 strike now to catcher Trevor Hand. So second baseman's in on the grad now. Here they all come.
They're back.
They're back. So third baseman staying back even with the bag, though. He saw that first foul ball.
He likes his teeth.
There's a chopper to second, and he kind of a goalie stop there.
I don't think we read that one right.
No.
He's a base runner either.
No,
Third base.
England didn't move, and so it's going to be a ground out to the second baseman. And England probably could have scored on
Yeah.
that.
If he'd have been taking his secondary lead
Yep.
and advancing towards the plate when he saw the bobble, he was there.
Right. And that was he turned sideways and just kind of blocked it with his
Well,
side.
I think he thought he was going to get a bad hop in the mouth, and
Yeah.
he was just trying to take care of himself. So
Yeah.
he just had to, he was going to let it bounce off his chest if that's so needed.
So that's going to bring up Colin Thomas, the senior. And there's a ball low and away. So England's still on third. Bears up 3-1 here, 2 out, bottom of the first. In game 1, the opening game of the regional. Checo comes set, and there's a hard grounder to short. Nice play, nice pickup, long throw,
Got
and
by him.
dropped. Connor drops it at first. He'd have been out if he hangs on, and it didn't bounce. I think that's a ball you got to catch. So the Bears will score another run there on the error by the first baseman. And so Thomas is at first. 4 runs in here in the bottom of the first, and it brings up Carter Gollish, left fielder. And there goes Colin. There's a strike called, and Thomas steals second easily.
Slow curveball again.
Yep. Carter Gollish is a kid that, he kind of struggled batting average wise all year, but he was always driving in runs. He's got 27 RBIs hitting in that 8 hole, and he's really been hitting the ball lately. He's up to 300, Frank. He was down around 260 most of the year, and he's really caught fire at the right time.
Yeah, just when you think he's having a hard time, you look up and he's 3rd or 4th on the team in the RBIs.
Yeah, I mean, he's, yeah. And he, he had a lot of 1 for 4 days with a 2-run single.
Exactly.
Which, hey,
27 RBIs
that's okay.
for your 8 hole, though?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
We'll take
you'll
that.
take that.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gollish. Ball bounces. Thomas almost decided to go, but thought better of it.
Yeah, don't make the first or third out at third base, right?
That's right.
Isn't that
That's
one of the
right.
cardinal rules?
Yep. Bears up 4-1. Colin Thomas at second in scoring position. Gollish ahead, 2 balls, 1 strike in the count. And there's a blistering
That's another
base
one.
hit. There's another RBI.
There he goes
for
again.
Gollish,
Carter
yep.
Gollish delivers.
And he is he's really hitting the ball well the last few games.
Just
As good as anybody on the team.
5-6 hole. Just
Yep.
pulled it through there.
So Bears up 5-1. That brings up Jake Williams. Jake playing second base today, hitting .231 on the year, which is another one that's deceptive. He's had some big hits at big times and big at bats where he got on base and kept rallies going this year. So does better when he tries to take the ball to right field. Ball's low and away. Runner's going. Golish steals second easily.
I don't know if we know something about their catcher or their pitcher, but every base runner we've had's taken off on the first pitch.
And some of them have stolen the base without even sliding.
Yes.
Golish slid there. I don't know that which you want to because you don't want to overrun it.
Right.
But some of them have just kind of trotted in there.
Yep.
Which makes their mamas happy that their uniforms
red
aren't
dirt.
dirty. Yeah. 1-0 pitch, or not the pitch, a pick-off attempt. Golish is back.
You know, this is exactly, though, what we needed in a game like this, you know, with the young pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson on the mound, you know, had a little nerve problem. Get him a lead.
Right.
Yeah, let him get out there at the top of the next inning and throw strikes.
Yeah, and then you just say, hey, I don't care.
Yeah.
Just throw it.
If they
just
hit it,
throw
they
strikes.
hit it. That's
just
right.
Throw strikes.
That's right.
Yep.
Then he doesn't have to worry about everything else.
Yep.
All the other factors he can block out,
Yep.
and then we can move on through this.
Yeah. I'm in no imminent danger of losing a lead.
That's correct.
Yeah. 2-0 pitch to Williams, and that ball gets away from the catcher, and he's a little lackadaisical getting to it.
Yep.
So Golish just says, well, I'll go on to third then.
Yeah, you know, Randy, and I hope it doesn't continue, but you know, we're seeing a lot of that 2 and 20 reactions by some of these kids, and I hate that for them.
Yep.
You know, I know it's been a long year, but you know, put your heart into it and let's play hard, even if you get beat 2 games and go home.
Right. So here's the 3-0 pitch, and swung on, fouled.
And they, you know, they when they came out for lineups, they only brought 12. So
Yeah.
you know, there's not a lot of depth.
Well, and they only got here about 40 minutes before game time too. I was wondering if they were.
Well, they've been in town since Wednesday.
Yeah.
So,
but they,
but showing up at the ballpark. Yeah.
3-1. Pitch to Williams is ball 4.
Start it over. Back to the top.
So Golish on third, and Jake Williams on first, and that brings up Bryson Carey, who led off the game and this inning with a single. Ended up coming around and scoring. Scored on Colin Fisher's 2-run homer. So 5-1 Bears. 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Runners at first and third.
It's a good-looking pitch there.
Yeah, I'm surprised he laid off of that.
Must be, maybe he was just trying to let the runner get into second. Now he'll come after him.
Williams steals second there. And 2 outs. The Tiger infield is back. Curveball, a pretty good one. Swing and a miss there by Bryson. He's down, no balls, 2 strikes here. And there's a chopper to second. And made to first, Sandoval, Isaac Sandoval. Throws out Bryson Carey for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Bears get 5 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 Guymon errors, 2 men left on base. So we're going to the top of the 2nd here in Noble at the Regional, where the Bears lead Guymon 5-1. I'm Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon. We'll be back at noblebears.tv after this.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable.
So welcome back to Noble High School. Randy Kersey here with Frank Solomon and NobleBears.tv, bringing you the first game of the 5A Regional here in Noble, where the Bears lead at 5-1 after one, and Jackson Steele back on the mound here in the second. He misses high for ball one. And Frank, we were just talking about now that little pressure off Jackson.
Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted to do for the young pitcher is get him a lead. And, we gave up one. It wasn't that they hit him hard or anything. We just kind of had a few mental and physical mistakes and came back out and got 5, and now let him go to work. Just like that.
Yep.
Just make them swing the bats. If they hit us, they hit us.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The hitter is
18.
Medrano.
I think he's one of the outfielders that I couldn't figure out which one he was playing, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he backed out. I thought it might have been a
Like-
strike
yep,
anyway.
yep.
So Christian Medrano, and there's a called strike on the inside corner.
Jackson's working a lot quicker, too. He's
Right.
picked up his pace. He was kind of dragging there in the
Yep.
first. So, give any pitcher a 5-run cushion
Right.
and see how they respond.
Yep. So brings up Connor, first baseman. Good curve ball, but breaks a little low. There's a chopper
like
to
that.
second. Williams is in. Tosses over for the out. So about 5 pitches,
5
you got 2
pitches,
outs.
2 outs, and that first inning seemed like, 15 minutes.
Yep. Angel Fernandez, number 24, stands in for Guymon. With 2 out here in the top of the second. Good curveball. Strike 1.
Wasn't there a long-time umpire in Major League Baseball named Angel Hernandez?
I
think so.
Well, this is Fernandez.
Oh, Fernandez. I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, Angel Hernandez
Yeah.
he's not very popular
No,
either.
no,
There's
he's not.
called strike
I
2
think
on
that's
the
why
outside
anybody
corner.
knows his name.
Yeah. You're not supposed to remember the umpires' names
exactly.
unless they're in the news, and there's only one way they get in the news.
Angel and Joe West and some of those guys.
Mm-hmm. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Fernandez.
Got him.
Fastball.
That's
throws
the
it
kind of
line.
inning we needed right there,
Yep.
Randy.
Good job. Good
6
inning
minutes.
there.
6-minute half inning.
Yeah, so no runs, no hits,
10
no errors,
pitches.
nobody left on. We're going to the bottom of the second. Bears lead at 5-1, and we will have Randolph, Fisher, and Knight coming up. So 2, 3, 4 for the Bears. So time to pour it on here. We'll be back here at NobleBears.tv after this.
Return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. We offer advanced systems that provide a secure connection to dedicated professionals who can dispatch first responders at a moment's notice.
Welcome back to Noble High School, where the Bears come to bat in the bottom of the second with a 5-1 lead over the Guymon Tigers. Ms. Pacheco on the hill for Guymon. And got a timeout. Coach for Guymon coming out to talk to his pitcher here. So I wonder if he's... Yep, he's taking him out. He must be hurt.
He saw something,
Yeah. So he's coming out of the game, and the shortstop looks like number 4 coming in to pitch. So I don't know if he's got a arm issue. Didn't really.
Yeah, something definitely was bothering him.
Yeah.
Now the assistant coach is checking on him.
Yep. So.
Giving him a pat on the back. So.
Yeah. So Isaiah Sandoval is going to come in to pitch. And, well, he's going back out, Frank.
Is he going to shortstop?
Yeah, which if he had an arm problem, I wouldn't think he'd do that. But,
well, you may get 4 or 5 throws from the shortstop position instead of throwing every pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It looks like he's grabbing his elbow. Yeah, he definitely is. He's holding his right elbow.
Okay.
So
Pacheco.
Something's bothering him.
Looks like he'll go to short probably, and they'll just switch the shortstop and the pitcher before the second inning starts here. So.
Sorry about that, having to be out for a minute, having to do some work duties at the same time.
Yeah,
and,
well.
Work
I don't know.
doesn't
I don't know
stop
what
just because
that's.
we're playing baseball.
Well, I don't know what that's like anymore,
Yeah,
Frank. So
I know you don't, but trying to do both up
nobody's
here.
bothering me.
I'd like to do the same, but work has to go on too. So,
Yeah.
hey, while we do have a change, though, I want to remind everybody this is a big day for us. We're hosting the girls' quarterfinal soccer playoffs tonight, which will be at 7 o'clock at the stadium. Hopefully we'll be done here as well, and everybody can just walk over there, drive over there. Quarterfinals against Piedmont.
Yeah.
So big game for our girls tonight. So shout out to the Noble Bears soccer, and let's try to win 2 baseball games and a soccer game tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've had that senior class of girls soccer's had a good run at too, just like this senior class of baseball players.
It's just a great senior class.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it boils down to. We got great kids in every grade, but these ones have been pretty special this year.
So we're underway. Isaiah Sandoval on the hill, and he is high ball 1 to the leadoff man here in the second, Weston Randolph. Randolph DHing today, freshman. And he chops one up the middle, and it is through for a base hit. So right back up the middle. So that dirt looks like it's firmed up pretty good, Frank.
Yeah, 24 hours later, it's looks like a baseball field.
Yesterday, that ball wouldn't have made it to the base.
No.
As soon as it bounced in that dirt, it wasn't going anywhere else.
Some of those footprints I saw were a foot deep.
So that brings up Colin Fisher. And now here's a place where you probably don't steal, Frank, because you don't want to take the bat out of Colin's hands.
I would not. You're correct.
Fisher homered his first time up. He takes high ball 1.
And Weston stayed put.
Yeah.
Because they're going to walk him if
Well,
you
sure.
steal the base.
First base is
As
open.
you should.
Yep. First base is open. They're not going to pitch to him. And high ball 2.
And they're not going to give him anything to hit, I don't think either.
Yeah.
But I don't blame them. We saw that first hitting shot over the light out towards the light pole out there in right field as well.
Yeah, he hit that to the bus barn.
Yep.
2-0. Ball misses high. Good discipline there by Colin.
It's really impressive for a hitter like that. He's such a good hitter, and still yet he could lay off that
mighty
Turned him
cut
loose on
there.
3-0, didn't
yeah, Yeah. Just didn't time it up right. And he's moving up in the box, too. He's moving
Waiting
toward
on that
the
curve. Not
yeah.
worried about the fastball.
Yeah, he's
Another balk.
yep. I don't think he's coming set for a full count there.
And that's a different pitcher.
Yeah.
You know, so 2 balks, 1 on each pitcher. But again, I only reason I knew it was a balk that time because he did the same motion as he did last time.
Yeah. So now you just well, they're going to throw. I think I'd just say
3-1.
we don't even need to throw a pitch. Just get on down there. But 3-1. And there's ball 4 outside. So
could have saved a pitch on the guy's arm, huh?
Yeah. So first and second, nobody out here in the bottom of the second, brings up Devin Knight. And looks like the Bishop McGinnis team is here, sitting along the first base line in the stands to get a look at what they expect their opponent to be, I'm sure.
Game 2 opponent.
Uh-huh. They got a Lawton Ike immediately after this game and Bishop McGinnis, and then the Bears will play the winner of the Ike-McGinnis game, which we all kind of expect will be McGinnis. There's a good line drive over the center fielder's head. That ball was hit better than I thought it was.
No, went under the fence.
Under the fence, so going to be a ground rule double. RBI double there for Devin Knight. Hey, I was just fooled. Maybe I was fooled because the center fielder broke in. I didn't think it was hit that hard, but
it carried. It did carry.
It fooled us both.
Yeah, it did.
So he really blistered that, and it rolls under that blue wall out there. So it's a ground rule double for Knight. So drives in, drives 1 in, and that brings up Case and Anglin. Bears second and third, Fisher at third, and Knight at second after the double. Anglin takes high ball 1. Infield in again for Guymon. There's high ball 2 to Case and Anglin. Anglin singled his first time up, drove in a run. And ball 3 gets by the catcher. Again, kind of trying to reach out there and didn't shift over and get in front of it. And again, a 2-20 play.
Yeah.
So Fisher scores. Knight moves to third. And it's now 7-1 Bears with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. High. For ball 4.
We got to be, this is going to be one of those situations where we need to show our discipline at the plate. You know, they're obviously Guymon's struggling to throw strikes. They're struggling to make plays defensively. Be patient when a good pitch comes in, then hit it.
Right.
But don't be jumping. You know, Anglin did a great job there of laying off those pitches, and it's harder to be disciplined when you're up 7-1 in the second inning.
Mm-hmm. So that brings up Trevor Hand, and Anglin goes down uncontested there, goes down to second. So the ball was ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Hand. He grounded out his first time up. He rips another foul ball
to the face of the dugout that time, and those guys are on the grass again.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I agree with this defensive alignment that they're employing, you know.
Yeah.
Thinking you might want to, try for outs.
Yeah. Yeah, raises that batting average considerably.
Absolutely. When they're on the grass.
Uh-huh. Ball's low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sorry, another good RBI opportunity for Trevor here.
Misses up, 3-1. You know, I was talking to Shane Fisher earlier today, and one of the things that he was a little bit concerned about was, I hope we don't get in a game where they can't throw strikes. And there's a hit batter. He hit up on the shoulder or arm area,
Well,
and he'll hustle down to first.
to be honest, I was expecting this to be a game where they couldn't throw strikes.
Yeah, right. And the Bears are going to have to change, and the good thing is they'll have a little time off. Maybe
That's
they'll
right.
go down to the barn and
Yep.
take a few at some
Higher
because
speeds.
McGinnis has got a kid that throws 86, 87. I think their number one starter. So
And we're
it's going to
see
be a
him.
lot different
We're
than
gonna
this
see him.
game.
Yep.
And so you sure don't want to. You got to be ready for that, and that's tough after facing the pitching
Yep.
here. There's strike one to Thomas. Colin reached on an error his first time up, grounded to short, and first baseman Connor dropped it. Ball down in the dirt. Bears got the bases loaded here. 1 strike to Colin Thomas. Nobody out. 2 runs already in here in this inning. There's a chopper foul. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Sandoval. That's outside. Evens at 2-2. Thomas hitting .333 coming into today, and there's a pop up into shallow right, and the right fielder that ball was up a long time, Frank, and he just kind of jogged over. I mean, again, a 2-20 play.
Yep.
I mean, that's a double. He didn't get near it. I don't know if he just didn't see it. But nobody really went after that ball, so that's going to be a 2-run double for Colin Thomas.
Yeah, it's again, it's just disappointing to see that kind of effort.
Yeah. So. And, you mentioned Guymon's got 12 kids. It's not like you can pull him.
That's right. Right.
In our day, we'd have got
right.
to come and sit next to the coach the rest of the game after that effort.
Yeah.
So ball 1 to Gullish, who singled his first time up. He fouls that one back. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Thomas at second after the double, actually a courtesy runner is Trevor Rudd at third. Ball misses, must have been down. 2 balls and a strike to Gullish. Carter a chance to get a couple more RBIs here.
He delivered in the first inning.
And there's a wild pitch behind the head of Carter. And Rudd comes in. Thomas moves to third. And it is now 10-1 Bears.
With playoffs, it's a 10-run run rule after 5 innings.
Yeah,
so
got to play 5.
Guymon's going to have to hit at least 3 more times. So we got to get on top and then just squeeze them as best we can.
Ball 4 there to Gullish, and out comes the Guymon coach again. And it looks like
Another
the catcher is going to come and pitch. He's told the catcher to get in, and so catcher leaving. So that'll be number 11. Martinez will be the third Guymon pitcher. Here in the bottom of the second with still nobody out, Frank.
Yeah, it's a struggle. I feel bad for these kids because they're going to have to stay around and play again.
Yep.
After the next 2 games have completed, and their heads are down.
Yep.
Their pride, their spirits are broken. Hopefully they can find a way to dig in. Coach is trying to get them a little pep, but they're just kind of out there right now going through the motions. And we've all been there. Everybody's had a bad year before, and
sure.
You just hate to see it on the field.
Yeah. Well, and you sometimes you just don't have the players, but you can, effort's not something that you have to. I mean,
That's right.
And we hadn't seen much of that either, frankly.
No.
And that's the disappointing thing, you know. Hey, if you get run ruled, but you're hustling
be it.
after that
So
fly
be it.
ball into
That's
right.
right.
So, you know, hey,
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. But
You know, as a coach, I've been on the lopsided losing end of a lot of games in every sport, but you can't fix the effort. You know, that's just personal.
Yep. So number 11, Martinez will pitch here, come into pitch, and starter left with after he did his warm-up tosses here in the second with looked like an arm ailment, and they brought in Sandoval from short. So now the Sandoval will move to the catching position, and number 11, Martinez, will be out there on the hill for Guymon. So catcher-pitcher switch here.
He throws a little harder.
Yep. He's kind of shaking his arm out a little bit, too. This is one of those deals where I know in Little League, which is all I've ever coached, baseball, but this is one of those deals where you kind of go to the home plate ump if you're up 10-1 and say, hey, I really don't care if that strike zone gets a little bigger here.
Yeah. You know, and a good umpire will, because
he'll do that on his own.
Yeah, you don't want to humiliate your opponent, and obviously when they're down and like I said, their spirit's broken,
and you don't want this to be a 3.5 hour 5-inning
Absolutely.
game either when you got to go play McGinnis next or after another game.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I guess I'm jumping to conclusions there, but I think we'd all be surprised if
we would. But
stranger things have happened.
That's exactly right.
Yep. Eisenhower's won some games here lately too. Their record's a little better than when we played them.
They're not terrible.
Early. Yeah. So Jake Williams will come in here, and Jake, let's see here, number 9, the senior, playing second base today. Second baseman, number 9, Jake Williams. Jake walked his first time up. Nobody out. Runners at the corners are Golish at first, Thomas at third. Jake squaring to bunt, and there's a pickoff play. And first baseman drops it, and it rolls down the right field line, and Thomas will come in and score. By golly, they may have had him picked off there, Frank.
Yeah, it was a good move. The third and first. It's not a new move. I mean, everybody in that first-third situation is aware of that, and it's still just about worked.
So the third error for Guymon today brings in the 11th run, and so now Golish at second, Williams at first. Williams squaring to bunt again. He pulls back and pops it up into foul territory. No, it come back fair, and the first, and that is just the first baseman's ball.
He never, I don't think he ever saw it because he was way
into
he
was running into foul territory. That's why I thought it was foul, because he was hustling into foul territory. And Golish is unable to move there because he's assuming, like everybody else, that ball's going to be caught.
Had to wait up.
So first and second now brings up Carey. Bryson, the leadoff hitter. He's 1 for 2 today. Single and a ground out. And he's got him at first and second. Nobody out.
Got action in our bullpen too.
6 runs already in for the Bears, so ball misses. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryson Carey. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball's in, almost hit him. 3-0. Gage Martinez on the mound for Guymon. There's a chopper foul outside of first base. 3 balls and a strike.
Either I got the green light or he's going to get a
talking to. So that's
I
looks
think
like
it's Jace,
Jace.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Jace
Jace
Kelly?
Kelly warming up
Yep.
down there for the
Sure
Bears.
does. I mean, this is
Ball's
a
high, ball 4.
long half inning.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, when you say somebody's warming up, I thought, well, they've just got Steely down there tossing a little
No.
bit to stay warm, but there's nobody out. Bases loaded now for Weston Randolph, who led this inning off with a single.
there's Eisenhower. They just arrived
Yeah.
behind the third base dugouts.
So Guymon's had some ugly ball games this year. I think McGinnis beat him 35-0, Frank. So
Oh no,
they've
I didn't know that.
yeah, they've really
That's a real struggle.
yeah.
That's when you get to that point of is there a future, continuing this sport?
Yeah. He bounces that one in there. Ball 2 to Randolph. Well, and I would think that, gosh, nobody out. We're going to get some more runs this inning. Do you start getting your starters out of this game because they can re-enter, right?
Absolutely. You can always have one re-entry.
So get them out.
Yep.
Get them out of this heat. Get them away from looking at this pitching, which is completely different than we're going to see in Game 2, regardless of who we play.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because this will lull you to sleep. And 6 runs here in the second for the Bears. There's a strike on the inside corner. Runs the count 2-2 to Weston Randolph. Curveball misses in.
Ooh, pretty good pitch.
Not a bad pitch.
No, not at all. Tough one to take there.
Yeah. Runs the count full. And there's a hot shot past the shortstop on the draw in infield. Gaulish will score. Jake Williams will score. And kind of took a long time to get that back in. Randolph hustling goes all the way down to second.
Another ball that would have been played if they'd been playing back.
Yeah.
You could have thrown him out. But
yeah, at least got a force. So 2-run single there for Randolph. Brings up Colin Fisher. And so Colin is...
He's in the windup, Randy. He's not in the stretch.
Well, there's nobody on first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Block there.
Yeah. Misses ball.
I know there would be somebody on first if I was the coach.
Yeah.
It'd be number 18 in white.
Yeah. Colin homered in the first, walked earlier this inning, and he takes ball 1. Ball 2 bounces up there. 2 balls, no strikes. 13-1 here in the bottom of the second. And Colin pops that one a mile high down the third base line into the bullpen.
Yep.
2 balls, 1 strike. Colin kind of goes after a low one there, out to left, and it's caught.
Very nonchalantly?
Nonchalantly, yeah. And gets a sac fly, though, so Fisher gets another RBI on the fly out to left. That's the first out of the inning. Randolph holds at second, so 1 out. And it's 14-1. That brings up Devin Knight, who doubled over the center fielder's head his last time up. He is 1 for 1. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. And he gets it again. I don't know, Frank. We might have to do some checking with OSSA about a high school hit by pitch record in a season. That's number 18 for Devin Knight. I know one thing.
They seem to find him, don't they?
I don't want his Tylenol bill. Anglin up. Anglin is 1 for 1. Singled, walked his last time up. Had an RBI single in the first. 1 out here. And Randolph at second. Knight at first.
You know, we had a 6-minute top of the second.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've had a 40-minute bottom of the second.
Yeah. This is the kind of thing this is why your tournaments run late.
That's exactly right. There's nothing
Stuff
you can do
like
about
this. You know, again, not to disparage Guymon, but you know, you have to look at some of these regionals. Everybody goes to a regional. Should everybody go to a regional, Frank?
Well,
is that something the OSSA's got to look at?
Well, you know, I mean, they do the same thing. You know, that's kind of the new thing over the last 10 years of why, and they've helped with scheduling. You know, we're going to basketball districts next year. You know, in my opinion, no, we shouldn't everybody go.
No.
But I think, you know, part of the issue is money. And because all playoffs in every sport, the gate goes back to the association, which funds operations and staff and awards and those kind of things. So,
you know, Guymon looks like I can see 5 Guymon fans, right?
Yeah, well.
Did they bring any money?
No, but Noble did.
But,
you know,
right,
so,
that's
you
true.
know, and,
but people are going to be here for that.
Sure,
you know,
they
if
are.
we're playing it just seems
it
like
is. I understand, and I'm
it
not
makes
a fan
it,
either. But.
Yeah, it makes it difficult on the good teams as well to kind of have to, okay, we got to get through this before we get to a game that kind of means something, right?
Well, and you have teams that have 0 wins.
Yep.
You know?
That's a long foul ball there by Anglin.
Yeah.
Full count.
It is a philosophical question, no doubt about it.
Well, you know, and maybe it gets back to some of that participation trophy thing.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's got to feel good. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Anglin. 1 out. And there's ball 4. So that is the 6th walk given up by Guymon pitching in 1 1/3 innings. That brings up Trevor Hand. Trevor grounded out and walked, and he pops that one up on the infield toward the second baseman, Sandoval. Yeah, he's called out on the infield fly.
Yep.
He didn't come up with it, but with first and second less than
right
2 outs. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was the right call. I think that was a good example, though, of what you were talking about, messing with his swing.
Yeah.
You know, he went after a pitch that was a little up and out of the zone.
So 2 outs now. All the runners hold. That brings up Colin Thomas. Colin hits a long fly ball to left field down the line. It is gone. A grand slam home run for Colin Thomas. And I believe that's his 2nd grand slam this year, Frank.
Is that right?
He hit a grand slam against Altus. So, wow. Good job there by the senior third baseman, Colin Thomas. Empties the bases, and that makes it 18-1 Bears with 2 out here in the bottom of the 2nd. Bears have scored 13 runs this inning.
Well, what do you do at this point? You know, I don't want to see it get to 35. I mean, that's not beneficial for us. It's not beneficial for anyone, the tournament, the other teams.
Yeah.
We got to find a way to get through this.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to start seeing a whole lot of new players maybe in the top of the next inning for the Bears.
And, you know, it's not fair to punish our kids by making them sit.
Yep. There's a pop-up to second that's handled by Sandoval for the third out off the bat of
graciously out.
off the bat of Carter Gollish. So that's the third out of the inning. But the Bears get 13 runs on only 6 hits. There was 1 error and nobody left on base, thanks to Colin Thomas's second grand slam of the year. So after 2 complete, Noble leads Guymon 18-1, and we'll be back here at NobleBears.tv after this.
Your system will feature an easy-to-use touchscreen that intuitively makes operating your system as simple as one touch.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years. But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school. Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and a smart.
Welcome back to Noble High School. I'm Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon here, and we are going to the top of the third inning in the first round regional game in Class 5A. The Bears lead at 18-1, Frank, and new pitcher for the Bears, Jace Kelly.
Absolutely. One of our seniors. We just need Jace to get in here and throw strikes, make them swing the bats. Let's progress and get through this game as quickly as we can.
Yeah, Jace, this is his 9th game on the hill. He has started 5, so this will be his 4th in relief. He's 3-3 on the year and has had some really impressive outings. Jace says, we've talked about before, it's kind of always, is he throwing strikes? If he's throwing strikes, he's tough. But at times he kind of loses his delivery point.
I don't know about today being any reason but to throw strikes.
Right.
You're up 18-1.
Yep.
There you go.
And first pitch is in there, strike 1, fastball.
9 of those would be just fine.
So Johnny Colson is the hitter. There's a ball on the outside corner call, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Bears up 18-1 after that 13-run second.
3.
And there's strike 3.
There's
pitches.
3 of them.
Attaboy.
That's all you need right there. 6 more.
Yeah, and I tell you what looks different than Jace's last outing was in that Piedmont 5A, whatever they called it, clash.
Festival.
And he took a lot of time between pitches, and he really struggled with his control. And boy, he's just getting it and firing it here, and you can see the difference. It's a lot of pitching his pace, and misses there, low ball 1.
Well, I feel like it was probably on a work day, so I probably, unlike you, had to work and was not able to see it. But I'm sure pitching with a 17-run lead is not what he was in that day.
No. That was against Midwest City.
Okay.
Who's really come on in the last half of this year. Midwest City, they beat Collinsville up there at that game after beating us, and they came in without a great record. There's a good curveball, but misses in. But Midwest City, Coach Hickson, I think, who played for our coach, Coach Hughes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ball misses in. And runs the count to 3-1 on Isaac Sandoval.
This is where Trevor needs to make sure Jace understands. Just throw a strike. Don't be
Right.
too perfect.
There
you know,
go. There's one.
make them swing the bat.
Yep.
I don't know that little number 29 is very interested in swinging the bat.
Yep. 3 balls, 2 strikes. He misses off the inside corner, so ball 4. And that brings up number 20, Ms. Pacheco, who was the starting pitcher and left with what looked like some arm discomfort.
Yeah, he was holding his right elbow, so.
Yep. He may have a little ESP. He saw that 13-run inning coming and said, I don't really want to be around out here for that. And high ball 1 from Jace Kelly. There's in there for a strike. Good fastball, 1-1. Sandoval at first, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Runner goes, and
Trevor dropped the ball.
Yep.
Trying to transfer.
Yep. And I think that's one of those, if he hangs on to the ball, he might get that call, because that didn't look like that bad a pitch.
It was not.
2 balls and a strike, so Sandoval moves to second.
I think he kind of jumped up.
Yeah. Jumped up in that umpire's vision.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I don't understand the play by Guymon either, trying to steal when you're down 17.
Yeah, you need a little more than that guy on second, don't you, to get back in this thing. Swing and a miss.
You get a base runner, and then you take a chance of getting him thrown out.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. Different strategy, I guess.
2-2 count. Well, probably if you're Guymon, you're looking for small victories. Hey, it'd be nice to push another run across, right? I mean, I don't know. There's a foul ball out of play or against the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. There's a chopper foul. So Pacheco's fouled off a couple here. Their 2-hole hitter, Martinez on deck. And Isaac Sandoval at second after walking and stealing second. 2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
That's something right there they need to acknowledge and reinforce to Jace. You've thrown strikes to 2 out of 3 and you struck them out.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't through the other batter, and he's on second base.
Yeah, the game last week up at Piedmont against Midwest City where he ended up leaving, he struck out 10. I mean, but he had a lot of walks and was pitching behind in the count a lot. And, of course, then you got to come down the middle, and then they got some hits and
make you pay.
And but he did strike out 10, so he's got good stuff. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Martinez with 2 out now. Swing and a miss, throw down. Oh, almost got him. I think he beat it back, but bobbled it anyway on the throw down there. Kelly comes set. And that ball's fouled back into the screen. One ball, 2 strikes to Martinez. Martinez started the game behind the plate and then came out from behind the plate there in the second. Be Guymon's third pitcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big curveball misses up and in. 2-2. Lefty Jace Kelly delivers, swing and a miss, and he strikes out the side. No runs, no hits. 1 man left on base, and so we're going to the bottom of the third. Bears lead at 18-1. Bears will be at the bottom of the lineup. Jake Williams, we'll see if we start seeing some pinch hitters here as Coach Hughes is coming out of the dugout, heading toward the umpire, looking at his lineup card. So I'm guessing we're going to see some kids getting some at-bats here that wouldn't otherwise. So we'll be back after this at noblebears.tv.
Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
So welcome back to Noble High School, and this is noblebears.tv. I'm Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon. Bears lead it going to the bottom of the third, up 18-1 over Guymon here in the first round of the regional. Gage Martinez on the hill for Guymon, the third pitcher. And we're going to start seeing some pinch hitters here for the Bears, Frank.
Well, you know what? This is a great opportunity for our guys to get some varsity regional playoff experience. So this is exactly how they should do it when you have a game in this situation. You know, the bottom of the third, 18-1.
Yep.
You know, you can name your score.
Right.
So let's let these young kids get in here and swing the bat.
So Whitmire, I believe, is a sophomore, Frank.
Yes.
He's going to bat here for the senior Jake Williams. Chaz Whitmire leads it off for the Bears. He takes strike one on the outside corner. Chaz has played some second base this year, but I don't know. He hadn't got a lot of varsity at bats, but he has played in some defensive situations.
Mm-hmm.
A really good defender out there at second. He takes low, ball 1-1. He'll be, with all the seniors we're losing, he'll be an important cog next year.
That's right. A good chance to get him a varsity at bat here in a playoff situation.
Yeah.
No pressure on him. You know, if you get a good pitch, swing the bat.
So he's ahead 2-1. There's a shot down the left field line. That's fair.
It's in.
Inside the line and rolls all the way to the fence. Whitmire with a leadoff double and taking advantage of his chances there. Nice job for the sophomore Whitmire. So it looks like hitting for Bryson Carey is going to be number 2, and that is Derek Davis, a senior.
That was Chaz did a really good job and turned on that pitch
Yeah.
and drove it down the line.
He ripped that thing.
That was well done.
Yep. So Derek Davis, senior, He takes low and in, ball one. Nobody out here, bottom of the third. Bears up 18-1. Got the leadoff man on second in Whitmire with a double. Martinez comes set. And called strike. That's one of those 18-1 big strike zone strikes there.
Don't say a word.
Yep, 1 ball, 1 strike to Davis.
He balked. I saw that one.
Yep.
I mean, he wasn't even close to stopping that time.
Yeah, pitcher has
Almost
to
a
come
quick
set.
pitch.
Yep. Third balk of the game for Guymon.
Yeah, when's the last time you saw that?
In high school, yeah.
3 balks in one game.
At the end of the season, no less, right?
Yes,
And that's
yes.
not like, well, it's the first game out.
What did you say? They were 2-20, so
Uh-huh.
in their 23rd game,
Yep.
3 different balks by 3 different pitchers.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Derek Davis, the senior. Curveball misses away. Two-two pitch in the dirt. Hard to call them in the dirt even if you're trying to move the game along.
Yeah, you can't. It makes everybody look
Yeah.
bad if you start calling those.
Yeah. So
Pitcher's got to give the umpire a chance to help him.
right. Full count, nobody out here. And there's ball 4.
And you can't call them a strike over their head.
Right. So Davis draws a walk, and that's going to bring up Stephen Gwynn, number 20. He'll be hitting for Weston Randolph. Stephen, a senior. So first and third, nobody out. That ball misses low. Look where the shortstop's playing.
Yeah.
It's like he's cheating over
He's
to
waiting
take a
on the
throw.
stolen base.
Yeah, and it's like you're
And we're-
leaving left side of the infield just wide open.
And we're not going to steal up 17.
No, I hope not.
No. I mean, they've been playing in on every other play, and now
Yep.
they're in a different
Yep.
defensive alignment with him being almost up the middle.
Yeah. Against a right-hand hitter, no less. So Whitmire at third, Davis at first. There's a grounder to second.
There you go. He was
There's
ready for the
one.
double play ball.
And didn't get rid of it in time. So
They
fielder's
called-
choice.
They called interference on the play at second base too, so they're going to call the runner out, the batter out as well. He went in kind of high with his hand up,
Huh.
to try to get in the sight line of the shortstop
Yeah.
that was trying to make the turn. I saw it when
Okay.
he raised his hand up, and the umpire at the plate immediately called it a double play.
So the double play there drives the run in. So it's 19-1 now, Bears.
Another
And
pinch hitter.
Sindelbach is hitting for Fisher. And he probably will stay in and play first base. And I believe he's a senior.
Yep.
He might be. Is he a senior, Frank?
I feel like it.
Yeah. No balls, 1 strike. That ball bounces up there. 1-1. Nobody on. 2 out here. Bears up 19-1. Bottom of the third. Breaking pitch misses high. 2 balls and a strike to Tanner Sindelbach. He takes that one in there, strike 2. 2-2. And I believe a foul tip there. Got a
Stayed
piece.
alive, didn't he?
Check swing. And,
Stayed alive.
Yep, catcher couldn't hold on there. And there's ball 4. Misses in. So
Who's next?
hitting for Knight, this is number
Is it 22? Is that Zach Graves?
yep, Zach Graves. So 2 out, Zach Graves up. Sindelback takes a big lead over
Got
there,
him.
and I think he got picked
did.
off. Yep.
Yep. It was a good move.
Yep. So picked off at first for the 3rd out. Bears get 1 run in the 3rd, and they lead it 19-1 going the top of the 4th. And we'll be back after this. Probably going to have some defensive changes too. Looks like Savageau going to 3rd. We'll run those down when we get back. I'm Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon, and we'll be back here at NobleBears.tv after this.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones.
So welcome back
for
to
less than
Noble,
your current
Oklahoma, where the
monthly bill.
Bears lead the
Call us for
Guymon
a free
Tigers
quote today.
19-1, going to the top of the 4th, and we've got
Allegiant
an
Marketing
all-new
Group
team
produces
out there,
inbound lead
Frank.
generation
Absolutely, and
plans
it's,
through
it's great to
integrated
see
traditional
and
these
digital
kids get the
campaigns.
opportunity to
We
play in a
continuously
varsity
develop new
playoff game.
strategies,
So we're going to
tactics,
start
and
over
productive
with the lineup.
efficiencies
Yeah, so
you can
Bears,
reach your target market
Jace
and get
Kelly
a
back to
measurable
pitch his
return on
second inning
investment.
on the hill. He's
This
the only one
fast-paced
that's
world
was
demands
there
for your
last
products
inning.
and
So
services
3rd
to
to
be
1st is
presented
going to
at the
be
moment your
Max
buyers need
Savageau
them.
at 3rd.
Targeted
The
and innovative
shortstop
marketing
will be
creates your success.
Dawson
Call
Davis.
AMG today, your
Second
marketing
base is
partner.
Whitmire. First
Sandoval.
base is
Dr.
Sindelbach.
Matt
In
Dieselhorst
left
at Dieselhorst
is
Sports
Trevor
and
Rudd.
Orthopedics can help
In
you
center
get game
is
day
Garrett
ready.
Davis.
Dr. Dieselhorst
And
works
Zach
with athletes
Graves
of
in
all
right
ages,
field.
taking a
And behind the
coordinated
plate,
approach to
Colton
accelerate
Williams,
return to play and maximize
sophomore,
athletic
number
performance.
11.
His work with pros in sports
So an
training,
all-new,
injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and
got the
imaging
JV lineup
works
out there,
seamlessly
Frank.
with his medical and
it.
surgical
Yeah,
expertise.
great.
Get started by going
So
to
19-1
Dieselhorst
Bears,
Sports
Jace
and
Kelly on the
Orthopedics. Let
hill,
Dr. Matt
and
Dieselhorst
there's a
get
swing
you
and a
back on the
miss
field. Backing all
to
Oklahoma athletes
Carrasco.
on the field
You know, there's
and
a lot of
off.
years you don't have the opportunity to do this, and these kids that have been with you all year long never get to appear in a playoff game. So take advantage of the opportunity when you have it.
Ball misses in 1-1. Carrasco has the only Guymon hit, an infield single. Back in first. One ball, one strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Jace Kelly working his second inning. Curveball chopped up the line.
your time, make a
Savageau
play.
at 3rd.
Called it
What
foul.
do we got?
Called it foul. Must have hit off of the,
Must have hit his
the
foot.
batter.
Yeah. It almost seemed like he double hit it. I think it might have. No, he's limping. It got him on the leg. He's really having trouble here. Is Carrasco. Looks
Off
like
the front foot, isn't it?
yeah, it's
You know, you see a lot of kids every age, all the way up to major leagues, covering that front foot,
right.
and that looks to be where it hit him.
Yeah.
Now, how many did Jace strike out the side in his first
He
inning
did.
of work?
Yeah, he did. So
He's got 2 strikes here. I mean, that's what we need.
yep,
We're up 19-1. Get in there and throw strikes.
yep. Get through this inning,
the-
bat,
through
and then
this,
get
yeah.
through one more, and
Yeah.
and we're done.
Get in the shade.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carrasco back in there.
Oh,
Calls strike 3
Good
on the
pitch.
outside corner.
I mean, I don't 1-1 or 19-1. That was a great pitch. 2 strikes.
4th strikeout for Jace Kelly. And that brings back up Isaiah Sandoval, number 4. I think he started the game at short. He's catching now for Guymon.
Didn't he pitch also?
Yeah, he pitched some in that second inning. He swings and misses. He's down, no balls, 1 strike. So Guymon's used 3 pitchers in this game. You wonder who they're going to throw in their second game. Boy.
Not only that, but whoever they put out there, he may go the distance.
Yeah.
Regardless.
1-1. Another swing and a
pitch.
miss.
Just keep grooving them right there, Jace.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball misses away.
One correction, I got one of my spies out there listening today, and Tanner Sindelbach is a junior. I think I referred to him
Okay.
as a senior. So
Well, I thought he
that's
was.
my fault.
Yeah. Well, I thought he was a senior too, but
Well, we'll go down together.
yeah. Swing and a miss.
Just like
Strikeout number
4.
5.
2 quick outs.
Yep.
Take care of business. Let's go.
So Christian Medrano up, number 18. Two outs here in the 4th. Ball high and away. Swing and a miss, strike 1. One pitch. Curveball
pitch.
catches that outside corner, strike 2.
Finish it right here.
So 1-2 pitch to Medrano. Swing
He
and a
did.
miss.
Just tag him.
Knocks it
you
down
go.
and tags him out. Does Williams there. And that's the 3rd out of the inning.
6 batters faced, 6 struck out.
6 strikeouts, 1
Wow.
walk. Yeah.
Wow.
So good job by Jace Kelly. And Bears coming to bat here in the bottom of the 4th, leading 19-1. Guymon's got 3 outs to get it within 10, or this one's over. And I don't know. You leave Jace in there. He's
You know, at this
grooving it,
point,
or
I
do you-
would.
Yeah, I
mean,
think so.
He's faced 7 batters and struck out 6 of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, his
Unless you
pitch
just
count
wanna
can't be a
get-
lot.
Yeah, unless you want to get maybe Randolph an inning.
True.
That way you could use Jace late, day after tomorrow if needed
yeah.
or whatever.
I don't know. Those pitching rules.
Yeah.
So many for no days rest and so many for 1 day,
Right.
2 day.
I think if he were to leave now, he
Yeah, I
probably
don't-
could come back even tomorrow.
I don't know how many he's thrown. Not that many though.
Well, I'll tell you, he has thrown 34. He's probably right
34?
on that edge of having to take a day
Yeah.
off. So they may want to. Yeah, well, I don't know. Bringing a new pitcher, he might have trouble finding the strike zone. And
Yeah,
then,
then it
this
goes
thing goes
longer.
on. He's
Mhm.
Jace is in the groove. Just get it done here. So Bears will send Graves up to lead off. He was at the plate when Sindelbach was picked off at first in that 3rd inning. So Bears got 5 in the 1st, 13 in the 2nd, 1 last inning. The starters are long gone now for the Bears, and they're in the shade, as you said, Frank.
Absolutely.
Waiting for the next ball game.
Yep.
So Graves will hit, and looks like on deck, number 1.
All right. So I looked up
That's Dawson Davis on deck. So.
great thing about the Google box.
Yep.
0 to 35 pitches, no rest. 36 to 50 pitches 1 day.
Yeah.
51.75.
So
2
Jace
days.
is within that
Yep.
thing. If he stopped right now, he could pitch tomorrow if need be. Now Bears, I think they're pretty loaded in pitching. I don't think they would need that, but hopefully we're playing one ball game tomorrow.
And no, as long as he stays under 75, he could pitch later today.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. First pitch to Graves is called strike 1. So Gage Martinez, the third Guymon pitcher, facing Zach Graves. And that ball bounces up there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball's up and in. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. To number 22, Zach Graves, who came in to play right field. Replacing Devin Knight. And there's a grounder to second. And throw over. One hopped it, but Connor
dug it out.
Pick it up for the first out. So that brings up Dawson Davis, number 1, hitting for Anglin here. Davis, the sophomore, younger brother of Derek Davis. He takes slow and in, ball 1. Dawson's going to be a kid we're going to need next year as well. Sophomore, does some pitching, and going to need that next year.
That's a base hit.
Yep, he's
right
got a base hit up the middle. So that brings up number 11, Williams, Colton Williams. Who came in to catch for Hand.
You know, he's doing a good job behind the plate, too.
Yep.
I've gotten to see him a couple times
Yep.
this year, and he's not a bad little catcher.
Right. He's very versatile, too, just like his brother. I mean, can probably play anywhere. Be interesting to see where he settles next year. I know he's played some third base. He takes ball 1. Of course, Trevor Hand will be back next year for the Bears, so I would guess Colton's going to be in the lineup somewhere, so he's probably going to be playing third. I would, if I had to bet on it today. And he's also a kid that pitches, and they're going to need him next year. And stolen base there by Davis.
Coach Anglin's not happy.
Yeah, I kind of think he did that on his own.
Yeah, he was not sent because
you generally don't steal when you're up 19-1, but
called that rubbing salt in the wound.
Yeah, you got a sophomore out there who's excited. He just got a hit, probably his first varsity hit.
Probably.
And there's a line
That's
drive
gonna
into
get
center.
down too. Yep.
And I
thought it was going to get down. He wasn't going to make, charge for it.
Yeah, I think a little effort he gets to that ball, but it's a base hit.
We've had that conversation a couple times today.
Right. The pitcher's out. Look, he's holding his hands up like, "What are you doing out there?"
I tried. I got you a fly ball.
Yeah. So Colton Williams with the single, and he's going to have a courtesy runner, and that's going to be number 13 for the Bears. Owen Keith. Owen may be a freshman or a sophomore. So it brings up hitting for Colin
picked
Thomas.
another
And
one.
and
He threw it away.
yep, had to pick off, and Coach Fisher's telling him, just stay here. We don't need to take that
you're
base.
not moving.
He could have easily, may even got the third, but
You were out.
we're not going to do that, and we can't even get the ball thrown back to the pitcher here without. So the run scores on the error.
Teaching moments right there, Randy. Teaching moment.
Yep.
With these young ones. That's the kind of situation in a big game. Cost you big.
Yep.
I mean, the third to first pickoff move is one of the oldest plays in the book.
So Savageau is the hitter. No balls, one strike to Max Savageau. There's a foul ball. So 0-2 to Max, the senior. Playing third base. One out here in the Bear fourth. Bears now lead at 20-1. Curveball. And he takes it. Called strike
Called
three.
him strike three. Yep.
Number 5, Trevor Rudd. So Trevor Rudd up. Trevor's seen some varsity action this year. He's, of course, always been a courtesy runner, but he's also played some center field, some left field. And there's a foul ball. Nobody can get to. So no balls and one strike to junior Trevor Rudd. And Colton Williams, or actually Owen Keith.
Yeah, Owen's running.
Is running over there as courtesy runner. There's a foul ball back into the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. So here's the 0-2 pitch. 2 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Bears lead at 20-1. And the ball's in the dirt. And Keith takes second on the wild pitch. One-two pitch, and that one's in the dirt, and Keith's going to third, and, again, he's probably going to get talked to.
Yep, he is.
Because
there's no need.
No. If Guymon had anybody throw very hard,
we'd be getting one in the back.
Yeah, we'd be getting one in the back right here. Yep. Rudd would be on first base.
That's right.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Not that that's okay, but that's just.
Hey, it's part of baseball.
That's the way it is.
That's exactly right. It's part of the game. You show us up, we'll come back.
Yep, and there's ball 4.
And this is high school.
Yeah.
We don't want to seem that way because.
No.
Who knows? Another day in time, I've been here 23 years and we've had our moments when we weren't very good.
Yep.
and people were doing that to us. So
Yeah. So Whitmire up.
didn't you lead off this inning?
He
With that double?
last inning,
Oh, last
I think
inning,
he
okay.
ripped a double down that left field line, went all the way to the fence. He really smoked it, and we don't fall for that this time. The old fake.
Mhm.
That's pretty close to a balk though, because he faked to first.
Well,
he stepped
I think
off
he
backwards.
stepped off,
yeah.
but
And there's a high fly ball into left field,
should be made.
and the ball
It
is
is.
caught for the third out. So hit well, just got a little under it. And so we're going to the top of the fifth, and Bears 3 outs away from advancing to round 2 here. They lead at 20-1 over the Guymon Tigers. And let's see who's coming out to pitch. It's Jace Kelly coming out to finish it off, Frank. So we'll be back here at Noble High School. This is Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon, and this is NobleBears.tv.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. We offer advanced systems that provide a secure connection to dedicated professionals who can dispatch first responders at a moment's notice. Your system will feature an easy-to-use touchscreen that intuitively makes operating your system as simple as one touch.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself.
Sir, you okay?
Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with
So welcome back to Noble High School. It's Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon, and Bears 3 outs away from moving to round 2 here in the 5A Regional. And Jace Kelly back on the hill for his third inning, Frank.
Yeah, Jace has been fabulous. Faced 7 batters, struck out 6. So let's get 3 more and let's get off the field.
Yep, get out of this heat and wait for the next one.
Yeah, this time yesterday, what we've been saying, let's get out of the heat. It
Get
was
out of the
pouring
heat,
down
my
rain,
goodness,
cool,
yeah.
overcast.
Yeah.
Now it's the hottest day of the year we've had so
Yep,
far.
1-1, nice curveball. Grounder to Davis at short. He makes a nice scoop. Sindelback can't come up with it. Yep. Low throw, and Sindelback came off the base, trying to give it. Nice hustle by
Colton was behind him, though.
Williams
Yeah, good
in a
backup.
20-1 game, Frank.
Yep, he was there.
Boy, you love that.
Yep, that's exactly what
Good
his
job,
coach-
Colton.
That's another item. That's something that coaches will harp on positively.
Yep.
You know, it would have been easy to lollygag down there when you're up by 19.
Or just not go at
Or
all.
not go, yeah.
Yeah. So
Good
we're going
effort
to
by
call
the
that
young
an
man.
infield single for Connor there. It brings up Fernandez, number 24. Struck out his first time up. Yeah, we're just getting through the lineup for the second time here, Frank, with Guymon. So runner on first. Swing and a miss, strike one. Good fastball. Jace has got a real easy motion, and he's throwing a lot harder, and he kind of lulls you asleep a little bit. That ball got up there in a hurry.
It did. Good pitch
Strike
again.
2, swing and a miss.
You know, he's almost effortless in his motion, too.
Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, 1 on here in the top of the 5th. Strike 3.
Strike 3. You know it.
We can call that from up here,
Yeah,
can't we?
We don't need the blue.
Yep. Strikeout number 7 for Kelly. Every out he's gotten's been by strikeout.
He's taking care of his defense, would you say?
Yep. So brings up Colston. Yeah, ball
A little down.
down. Nice dig there by Williams. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Actually, it looks like this is Mason Arnold. Pinch hitting for Colston, yeah. So Guymon going to their bench as well.
2 quick strikes on him.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strike. He about hit that out of the glove. Good.
Got him.
Little breaking wrinkle in that strikeout. Strikeout
8 for
number
8.
8.
8 for 8.
Brings us to the top of the order, and Isaac Sandoval. He has walked both times up, Frank. So
let's make him swing the bat, see if he can.
He takes ball 1.
No.
And I don't know how that didn't hit him. So ball 2. And Connor heads down to second on the wild pitch there.
I don't know. We're just having a hard time throwing to this kid.
Yeah.
Not sure why.
Well, he's not very big.
No, he's a little diminutive, isn't he?
Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes. And he
Maybe that's
smacks
why.
that one down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Bounces, 1 hops off the wall. That'll score a run. So a double there for Sandoval. So he's been lulling us to sleep all day.
We didn't think he could swing the bat.
Yeah, little guy. He put a
he
charge
did.
into that.
He almost hit it out.
Yep. So that's the second run for
Coach,
Guymon.
Guymon coach saying, "Where's this been all day?"
Yeah, all year.
All year, yeah.
Yeah. So that brings up Ms. Pacheco, number 20. He has sack, bunt, and a strikeout in his 2 times up. 2 outs. Bears trying to get that last out. Fouls that one out of play over the first base dugout. No balls, 1 strike. A 1 pitch is low and in, 1-1.
Come on, Jace. Get a couple more strikes and get us out of this.
And that ball bounces, and
threw it away.
Nice effort by Williams, but probably not a.
Yeah.
Probably should have just put that in his pocket. That's going to score another run.
Another teaching moment.
So it's going to be a wild pitch that gets him to third, and then a throw-in error gets him home.
Yep.
So again, good effort there by Colton, but just put that in your pocket.
Know your situation.
Yep.
You know you're up 18.
Yep. So 20-3 now. Guymon's got a couple here in the last inning. There's a swing and a miss.
1 more strike.
2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pacheco. Good curveball. Strike
didn't
3.
even wait on him, did he?
Yep, didn't even wait.
He said, "Blue, you've got to call that one."
Yeah, he just rolled it back out. So that is the ball game, folks. Guymon gets 2 runs there in the 5th, but Bears win it by run rule, 20-3 after 5. And Bears will hang around here and play the winner of the next game between Lotnike and Bishop McGuinness. And we'll be back on the air 15 minutes or so before that game starts. But the Bears take care of business here in game one, Frank.
Yeah, it was exactly what we should have done. You know, you're playing an inferior opponent. You get out and get out to a big lead, make the guys swing the bat. You know, we gave up 3 runs, but all 3 of them were just mental and physical mistakes that we made to allow it. When our guys were throwing strikes, they did just fine. So took care of business offensively, let the younger kids all got a bat. I think Chaz Whitmire actually got 2.
Yep.
So, I mean, it couldn't have gone much better except for those little, you know. But again, they're teaching moments, those mental and physical mistakes that I promise you, Coach Hughes will go over every single one of them with them, and hopefully we'll not make it again. So, took care of business. Now let's get aside, get our Gatorade, get out of the sun, watch Lawton Eisenhower and McGinnis, and be ready to come back for the, number 2 game is a pivotal game.
Yeah.
We probably will see the number 1 pitcher for each team. And if you win that game, you're in the driver's seat to go to state.
Right. So Colin Fisher will be going for the Bears tonight
Absolutely.
against McGinnis's number 1, which I'm not sure of the kid's name. I haven't, but I'm told he's throws 86, 87, which is pretty good for a high schooler, and I believe he's a lefty.
That's a good matchup then.
So it should be a good ball game.
Yep.
And then, the winner of that game will just kind of sit around and wait tomorrow. They'll play the second game tomorrow. The loser of this second game between the Bears and whoever wins this game here will have to come back and beat the Bears twice.
That's correct. I mean, that's the key. Because now you're really getting deep into the pen, and you referenced it earlier in the broadcast. We beat McGinnis 5-0, and then the second game was 11-8.
11-8.
So that kind of tells you where each team was in their bullpen at that point.
Yep.
So even if you for whatever reason you happen to slip up and lose that, you still got to play again.
Right.
And it goes even deeper into your bullpen.
Yeah, and that usually most high school teams, you get to that second game of the regional, their pitching is suspect.
Yep.
And but as we talked about earlier, Bears are very deep, and we've got 3 starters that'd be the number 1 on most teams.
That's right. We're sitting where we need to be right now.
Right. So we're gonna sign off here, and we'll be back on the air. Look for us again, probably in a couple of hours.
6 o'clock is my guess.
Yeah,
in that
6
range.
o'clock is probably the game time, which should start around 6. We'll be on, and we'll have the feed going before then. So start looking for us around 5:30, 5:45, and then we'll come on for that matchup between Noble and the winner of Bishop McGinnis and Lawton Ike. So Bears take care of business, win it 20-3 in game 1. I'm Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon. This is NobleBears.tv, and we'll see you later today.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.